What message did you receive from his show?
We're all one. We're more alike
Yeah,
than we are different.
Unity,
a
right?
And
unity
the
message.
Unity.
entire
Yes.
West
I
is the
just I
American.
just
That's
Right.
making
the
sure,
main message for
because
me.
I just want to know that we
Yes.
all that this was the message, because I'm a weird guy when it comes to interpreting stuff, right? But that's what
Yeah.
I
No,
get
no,
from
that
it as
was
well. Yeah,
yeah, that was a unity
right.
message. That
So
I mean,
That was
you
what I
could
got from it for sure.
yeah, and if you could put it in one word, I mean, yes, like Michaela was saying, like definitely it's more
of
detailed.
course,
Like you have
but
definitely a
if
lot
you
more
want to
nuance to it.
summarize it in a
But in
one word
general, yes,
quick snip, it would be that. Yeah,
yes,
cool. All right.
yes, yes. Um, um, yo, Bad Bunny, bro. That the what about the imagery of the show is actually what I want to say. That was important or not important? Because I mean, it was debated and talked about for a long time after. But was the imagery that important, or was the message more important?
I think it go hand in hand. I think it go hand
I
in hand
Okay,
agree. I
because
agree. I think
okay,
that the imagery
yeah, the message.
like was able to make the
Yeah,
message stand out
yes,
more.
yes.
It put
okay.
the message more sharply in
From
relief.
the sugar cane,
Mm-hmm.
everything. He bring the
Yeah.
whole village right there in the stadium. That's epic, bro. That is
I mean,
respectable.
which person from the Americas, right? And I saying it this way specifically. Which person from the Americas is not going to identify
Oh,
with what looks like a plantation?
oh,
What looks like elders slamming dominoes? Salon talk, the nail salon.
You know what's interesting?
Preco selling on the side of the road.
You know what's interesting about this? You know what's really interesting about this? Because spending a lot of time in the U.S., right? I've done a lot of road trip in the U.S. A lot. The small towns of the United States are much more like the Caribbean than people like to understand. They are
Because Caribbean
almost,
island is basically a small town
yeah,
anyway.
it's almost dead on the same, dead serious. Even when it comes to like services, like there's some places in the U.S. that take just as long to get a package as it does to get to Anguilla, you know.
Yep,
Like there are definitely places like that in the continental U.S.
yep.
And so, you know, I think a lot of people forget that, and a lot of the like why our cultures mesh, and why when somebody moves from a small island to a big town or a big city and they you know they work their way up and they do all these things, they get opportunities. It's the same kind of thing, like people moving from the small town to thing, but they don't see it that way because they see, oh, you come from an island, you come from, it's paradise, it's this is that, and they don't understand that.
Here's the thing that I don't think a lot of people realize about living in the Caribbean is that when you live in the Caribbean, you learn, like, literally for yourself what the whole proverb, no man is an island unto himself, means. You literally learn that. Because
Yes.
yes, there is the reality for some people in the Caribbean that they might never leave their island. That is a reality for some
Definitely.
Caribbean people. It's not the reality for the majority of Caribbean people. Eh?
Not
But when you
anymore, at
think about,
least.
not anymore,
Yeah.
but not ever really, because when you think about historically, how many of our men in the Leeward Islands had to travel west to the larger Caribbean
Right.
countries, literally to prop up their familial and national economies, going
Right, right.
in Santo to be able to bring back
No, but that's true,
to
because
feed
that's
your
how our
family in
culture boat
Anguilla.
racing start.
Okay,